Put that in the car.
Yeah, couldn't agree more.
Did you consider having a bat? Daddy didn't have that trait.
You must have got that from Mummy's side. Plumbers, we're on.
Yes.
Shit. All brought to you by our great mates at Mazda. Check out the new BT-50 today at mazda.com.au. It is live, show day, and I'm shit myself. Don't know how you're feeling.
Good, but like very, very anxious, very nervous.
What do they say? Having butterflies in the garden is a healthy garden.
Yes, they say that all the time.
That is that good saying.
That's a Confucius quote. Yeah.
No, it is. I mean, if you want to vomit a bit and just feel like herking in a bin, I think it's a good sign that we're going to have a good show.
Oh, we're going to have
I feel
a
like
great show.
herking in the fucking bin.
Because we're taking it up a notch. Benny was just showing us the audio visual, and I'm very fizzed up and full of adrenaline now. It was a proper production.
They got me toey.
Last year was good in the beer garden, but we're going big.
We are going large.
And for any of you dilly-dalliers that haven't got tickets yet, it isn't too late if you stop fucking around and get to Maxi Jack Watts Theatre in the city and have a little bit of kanga. You can buy a standing room ticket. There's a bar there. We're going to have a fucking good show and there's still time. So don't shit yourself and miss out because there's no pirate copies.
Just for clarification, there's only standing room tickets left. So we've sold out all seated tickets. There'll be standing room tickets available for $40 on the door.
$40.
So
that's not even a pack of darts.
Thanks to our great mates. You
can't even get a pack of darts for that.
They've opened up a few more slots.
You can't even get a neck, head and foot massage at the new Touch of Thailand for $40.
Where is the new Touch?
It's just around the corner. It's just around the corner. And the lady who runs it is very nice.
Can you get to the footy for $40?
No.
No. You get to the footy for free every time you go because you don't pay for your tickets.
Award-winning journalists get to go for
Chom
free.
for tickets.
Oh, me and Ted are going. Me and Ted, give me some tickets. Yeah.
You never have them. You offer me just turd ones that you get for free.
I'll offer you
Anyway, we've got a show to do before the live show. Firstly, I really like these soccer tops.
Yeah.
I feel really hot, Drapesy.
Good.
And I feel like going to the Rising Sun and talking to hot chicks again like we did on Saturday night. There was hot chicks everywhere.
It was. It's the venue has changed a lot, hasn't
Oh,
it?
shit,
Rising's gone from
Where is
dinge
Liam?
to really... he's not upstairs anymore.
Yes, no, these tops are elite. I'm pretty happy with it. Me and Chom have been getting this done in the background for a few weeks now with Shawnee from here, and now we're happy with it.
No, really happy.
Talk us through, Chom.
Yeah, so Drapes and I thought, geez, we want some merch that suits us and what we like to wear. So we went for a BTV special soccer guernsey, and we've got an embroidered Clubby Sports on the breast. On the other breast, it's 200 Plummers Football Club established in 2022. And then laminated into the actual top, 200 plus on the front in a nice kind of Celtic strip, black
Very Celtic-y and a little bit Western United.
Yes.
Johnny Aloisi, who's a hot man.
Western United.
He's a hot hunker man.
Yeah, made by R Sport. They're based in Melbourne.
Yeah, so these guys are they're a 200 Plumber uniform, so we're going to wear them on the pods. We'll wear them at the live show. We've got our own numbers on the back, and we're pretty happy with them.
I might put Mel in it for a bit of a special night. Special cuddles. Special colours.
And it's got your number on the back as well.
I always said that to Mel, you look hot in a T-shirt and a G-bang.
And this, you're going to put her in this?
Yes, I am. Sorry, Mel. But I'm having fantasies right now. Yeah.
Oh,
and
God.
there's nothing wrong with that.
That's only Plumbers there is.
Yeah, it's only Plumbers. Right. How are we quickly, okay? Like, are we all right? Is life okay heading into the show? Are you going to play football?
I've got to get through training Thursday, but I feel heaps better this week than I did last week. So I think it's green light. But yeah, I'll have to get through training and do a test then. So I'm still up in the air, but at this stage I think I'll be good to go.
Okay, that's a bit of news. And what have you been doing? Lifting.
Yes, lifting. A lot of lifting. Lifted with Chom on Saturday. Went down to Salt. I reckon Chom's going to play this week because he was putting some good weight up, which was good. Improvement in the last couple of weeks. We bumped into the big fish.
Yeah,
Fish. What is Fish's name?
Paul Salmon.
Oh, God, I saw on the rundown someone wrote Paul Fisher.
Oh, no.
And I was like,
who wrote that?
You idiot.
Was it me?
And I was hoping it was going to be him. And I was like, he doesn't realise it's Paul Salmon. He thinks his name's Paul Fisher, and I really wanted him to do it.
Did I send that to you? Or did
yes, you did.
Oh, God.
And good on your link for not correcting
Paul
it.
Fisher.
G'day,
DJ.
He's a real person.
Follow the fish.
Mate,
jeez, what was he doing
on the rundown? It says Paul Fisher's coming on the pod, so like, it would have been big news, but we haven't quite got the fish on there.
You know who the fish was? Was the Sam Darcy of the 80s. In his first year, he had 68 goals in about 14 games.
God.
Glenn, can you check that? And then he broke
Link Big
his
Stats
leg.
fan.
Yeah, right.
He was 19 and he's banged through 60 odd in 14 games.
57 goals in 9 games.
In how many?
9.
In
my
9.
God.
Oh,
So
You've undersold
Darcy,
the fish.
He's better than Darcy.
yeah.
I mean, Darcy's going beautifully, by the way, but he's not banging through 57 in 9.
Different era.
This is what we're talking about here.
Slightly different era.
Yeah.
Wait, no, I fucked that up.
Oh, hang on. Go again.
63 and 13 was his
Oh,
second year.
fuck me. It's still
Bussy.
pretty good.
That's still incredible.
That's
Yeah.
good.
So we're getting him on at some
Yeah,
stage.
he said he's keen to come on the pod. He's got a lot about him. I like him.
He does.
He's a
I'm
big
just-
man in great shape. Oof.
Yeah, good teeth too.
Lived
teeth,
a
a
life.
lot of aura.
He's done
He's got aura.
well in business. He actually had a go. He did a year of calling ball by ball. He went straight out of footy and just decided, he said, clear
On
the
the
goal
Plummers
square.
radio.
I'll go ball by ball, Triple M.
How'd he go?
All right.
Are you happy with that?
Wasn't the worst.
Okay.
I'm sure we can find
Have you got him covered?
Yeah, I do. I've got most covered.
I'm surprised he wants to come on because I had a bit of a mare with the fish.
Did you call him Fisher?
No, more than well, that would have been all right if it was just Fisher. But he introduced himself and because he was talking to Drapes, and he's like, "Oh, like how you play, yada yada." And I said, "Oh, like Fisher, you from are you Gippsland boy?" And he was like,
He's a Ringwood boy.
He's like, no, mate, I grew up in Ringwood. And kind of looked at me really funny. Anyway, so my mum had told me for years that she, for some reason, she'd always says Paul Salmon from Fish Creek. So I went through my whole teenage years thinking he grew up in Fish Creek. And I was going to ask him, but he grew up in fucking Ringwood.
Oh, that sounds like a mare.
So bad. He kind of looked at me, he's like, no,
There's no way
Ringwood,
back
mate.
from there.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, yep, shit, sorry, I thought you grew up in Gippsland.
Why did your mum think he was from Fish Creek?
I think she just
She
thought
just
it
got
was
confused.
No, I think she just thought it was funny saying Paul Salmon from Fish Creek.
He's quite funny.
But it's
there
cool
is
to
a
me.
league footballer from Fish Creek.
Yeah, Sam Flanders.
And the nutter that played at the Crows with a big mullet. You would have been too
Who?
young. Fuck. The original mullet at the Crows. Help me here, Link.
Tex.
Mullet Crows 1990s.
Ivan Maric.
Hang on. No, this was a proper mullet. Like he had a flat top
Tony
and a
Mogger.
mullet, and he was a cult figure, and he's from Fish Creek. Type in Fish Creek.
Scott Thompson.
No.
Andrew McLeod.
Shut up. Before that, early 90s.
Wayne Wiedemann.
Wayne Wiedemann,
the
the
Weeder.
weed, is from Fish Creek.
Oh, the clippings from Fish Creek.
Anyway.
Anyway,
I
Fish did
digress.
say that he spends a lot of time down in Meetung, so he saved it a little bit.
Meetung's beautiful.
He said, Meetung,
We should get a cash in Meetung.
I'm always down in Meetung, out in the boat and out in the Gippsland Lake. So I did save the conversation. I was able to say my old boy was from Bensdale, but it was a slight mare.
Okay.
Also, wasn't the only person we saw in the gym.
You saw Corn.
We saw our boy Corn.
Corn and Beamer.
Yeah, we saw it.
Beamer wasn't there.
He was not at the
How
gym.
was Corn?
Corn
Give me a
was
Corn
good.
update. What did you shoot the shit about with the Corn?
Yeah, we spoke about my injury, Drapes' injury. He was keen to see how I was going. he had 2 games he was commentating that day, and he wasn't up for a big chat. The big fella had about 20 minutes to get home and shower, and he was quite sweaty, the Corn. He had a lot of sweat dripping off.
It was all happening because
He would have been. He's a tready man.
Yeah,
But
he
he
was
actually
on the
doesn't
tready.
mind throwing around a bit of tin.
yeah, he was looking good.
Yeah, he was on the treadie. I think he put a marathon in the morning, the Corny. He
And
loves,
so he's
loves his
done
running.
a radio game into a TV. Is that what he was doing when you said he had
Nah,
two
I think
games
he's
in a row?
2 radios.
Both
Shit.
radio because he's Channel 7. It was on Saturday. So they don't have the rights to Saturday.
Mate, he's got a big workload, the Corn.
Yeah, he's got a big workload.
He
But
did
yeah,
the Don's game on radio.
Don's game radio.
Yeah.
Right. And then another game that night. Didn't you say he had 2 or is
There was
that
a double header at Marvel.
the double header at Marvel?
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, the Corn.
Did you have any commentary games on the weekend?
Commentary, yes, I did. I went down the highway
Oh, yes.
and did Geelong
Cats
Richmond.
Radio.
Yeah, Cats Radio.
Who was
Benny Graham.
on this week?
Benny Graham. Benny
Yep.
Graham, single ball by ball. There's a few of us in the industry, not many, that can carry a single ball by ball, and N. Butler is one of them.
Who's Ben Graham? Sorry, just for our young
Who is
players.
Ben Graham?
And Ben
God.
Raimondo wants my
He's
head
from
right now.
he's from Fish Creek.
I probably believe it, to be honest.
Mate, Ben Graham, he captained the Cats.
Oh, Jesus.
He played 200 games for the Cats.
God.
And he was the first Australian to play in a Super Bowl.
Ah, shit.
I've got a thing on him. He's the only athlete to captain a professional team in 2 different sporting leagues.
Oh, did he captain NFL?
Captain the Cats and he captained one of his NFL
How
teams.
does the punter be captain?
Oh, my God.
That's not a bad start.
That's really
Anyway,
bad
so
for
you
me.
don't know who he is either?
No.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, no, he was good. He was good. But we had an issue or two getting down there. So I know about this because I've fought so hard to forget about the Gatorade debacle about having to be in the bottle that day and the lady picking up my hot steaming piss. Well, my goodness gracious me, I would have killed for a Gatorade bottle on the Saturday Arvo because as I had previously spoken about, I've just been feeling a bit cloudy and in a rut, which I'm told, according to Dr. Google and a few sort of B-grade Emma Murrays I've been having online appointments with to try to get through my funk, it is just exhaustion and it's called adrenal fatigue.
Yes.
I've got a bit of adrenal fatigue, right?
Who diagnosed you with that, sorry?
Someone on Zoom.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I got given some of your
sounds accredited.
anxiety medication.
Sounds very accredited.
Anyway, okay, so a bit of adrenal fatigue for the butts because I've been up a while. And my wife's even on board. She goes, we've got to get you right. We've got to get you through the season. Otherwise, you're going to fall in a fucking heap, okay, round 18.
Yeah.
And she goes to me, okay, so you need to get your nutrition right. So I had a good breakfast. And she said, have a litre of water and a punnet of blueberries on the way to the ground. Because I said, I just needed a bit of fruit for the frontal lobe, right? And I'm down there and I'm drinking my water because I've just been surviving on coffee a bit. And I'm having the water and then the blueberries are starting to bing, 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 bing. And I'm getting all fucking clear and creative. I'm going, this is great. I'm back. I'm ready to call.
You had some blueberries, so you got back.
Half a punnet.
You peanut. That's
right?
not a thing.
And then I'm sucking down the water. I'm going, fuck, I don't think I've been hydrated in months. Like I'm really feeling good. Like my lobe started drinking again. And this is my question to you.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever had that feeling where you go from just 0 to 100 of needing to take a piss? Because I was happily chatting to a mate where you pass like the first service station on the way to Geelong. Like, I don't know, like 20 Ks under the Geelong Road. I'm chatting away about like the Flemington races and calling ball by ball and how like I'm going so well on the ball by ball and blueberries and shit. And I'm going, and then I said, mate, I've got to go because next minute, like my kidneys started hurting and my cock was about to explode with piss. Like wasn't.
Thanks for clearing that.
It wasn't like when you're at the pub and you sort of feel the urge to take a piss and you're like, right, I've probably got to piss in the next 15 minutes. It was coming out, right?
Yes.
And I was like, I had this anxiety attack. It was back to the days where, I've told the story about how I rolled up to the VFL 2's game with pink vomit on my pants because I had an anxiety attack and spewed on myself in the car. And I was like, hang on, mate, you cannot, right? You got away with that in your footy. You rolled up to a game with vomit on you. You cannot enter this media centre with pissed pants. I'm like, fuck, I'm going 110 Ks. And I looked around and I go, there is nowhere to stop. I had a truck up my ass. There was nowhere to go left. There was no fence. I go, if I pull over here, I'm going to get someone slam into the back of the BT-50. And I just had a complete panic attack. So all I could do, the only thing that made me feel better was to just unzip my sword. And my sword was just banging in the wind. And a truck is driven like up next to me. I'm going, my God, he's going to think I'm like playing with himself. I'm going, got to piss. And I just made peace with it going, my God, I wish I had that Gatorade bottle now because I'd be fucking balls deep in it. Yeah. But then I thought, what I'm going to do, I said, if I have to piss myself, and I just imagine telling my mum, because in the end, if your mum or your grandma or someone like, well, why did you piss yourself? Well, because I was going 110 out of truck up my ass. What was I going to do? So I thought I was going to have to open the window and bubble out the window. And I'd actually made peace with this. And then like from fucking heaven, there was like one of those little gaps in the road where you change a tyre. Yeah. And I just fucking sped in there, put on the anchors, did like a full fucking donut, crawled out and pissed in the bushes.
Are you admitting to public urination?
Yes, I am. Yeah, halfway down the Geelong Road. And my question to you is, and this was my preparation to go ball by ball, when was the last time you just about pissed yourself? Because I'm telling you, it is not a nice feeling.
Oh, I haven't got a pinpointed moment in history I can really remember, to be honest.
Really?
I've got one.
Have you? Go, Drapes. You're a better storyteller than him.
in recent years, in the last 2 years, I reckon. I was on the way home, needed to get petrol, pulled in. I needed to piss. I'm like, fuck, I'm almost home. I live across the road from the servo pretty much.
Yes.
Get my petrol and realise my tyre's flat. So I go around, pump the tyre, do all the tyres, and I was like busting at this point, holding. And I just thought I could hold and then just generally piss myself. It just come out.
What were you wearing?
I think trackies.
Oh, God.
And then I was just like, I just couldn't believe it. I live across the road from the servo and I've managed to piss myself.
How good's the feeling though? The warm, it just everyone needs some warm.
It felt that good.
Well, I considered going, right, I'm in dark jeans. Could I just piss myself? Right. And then just rock into the media centre and just slowly by like half time it'll be dry.
Oh. Yeah.
And that went through. What else? I mean, it's like being crazy. It's torture.
It's so hard.
I even considered just pissing and pretending it was like windscreen, like putting my windscreen wipers on and like reverse windscreening. Even though you don't have any inside. Because it was pure water, but fuck, it was awful. And I wouldn't wish it on anyone. And I've since found out, and Pato, please send this clip. There is a product called Caruso's P-less, which is designed for when you've got important business. You take a tablet and it just sort of stops you pissing for a few hours.
Perfect.
I need it, and I think it'd be great to get on the show. Caruso's P-less.
That's a good plug because I'm going to need some of this as well because if anyone hasn't seen the news this week, Oasis are back performing. So I woke up, I think it was Friday or Saturday morning. I woke up at about 6 o'clock to try and get on TikTok or YouTube and try to find a live stream of someone at Cardiff filming the first one, which I did on YouTube. So I watched about 2 hours of this show off someone's phone over in Cardiff, and it was mega.
Pirate.
Yeah, more or less. Well, Liam sounds unbelievable. The whole band sounds awesome. But I then went and booked. I'm going over to Europe at the end of the year. I then went and booked tickets for Wembley on the 27th. Of September. So I'm seeing Oasis over in Wembley then, which would be mental. About 700 for the ticket.
That's an investment.
Yeah, pre-sale. But I'm going to need these P-less pills.
Caruso's P-less.
Well, I can't
get a
leave
deal.
the floor. You just can't. They don't have a bad song.
Righto, because I went to a concert with you and we were in general ad. We had to punch on to get to the fence. I remember.
Yeah.
What do you do? Like, what's the etiquette? Do you just
piss in a bottle and chuck it?
Is that what you do? Piss in a bottle and chuck it?
I mean, I would never do that, but
No.
many people have pissed in cups and sent it. I got lathered in piss at Pearl Jam.
And you knew it was piss. Did you taste it?
You smell it, yeah. It's
that's
pretty.
just
I was
animalistic
I was in the
behaviour,
front. I was in
Lincoln.
the front pit, and it's a grunge band, so like people are just pissing in cups and sending them. And
Thank you. I'll have a seat, please.
This live stream of Oasis, I could just see
animalistic.
I could see liquid going everywhere, and I'm like, that's just not beer. Like no one's throwing their beer.
They
Surely.
need Caruso's P-less.
They need get some Caruso.
For Christ's sake, Pato, send them at least get us some Contra.
Again, I'd never do it, but many people have, especially if it's a big band that don't have many bad songs. Like, when are you meant to go for a pee break when Oasis are playing? There's not one bad song that doesn't go off.
No, they're very good.
It's just tough. But
When are they here?
31st of October and the 1st November, their first two shows, and their third in Melbourne's the 4th of November. I think Big Bus wants to go to one of them.
No, I'm going to one.
I've got tickets to the 31st and the 1st. Oh, yeah, that'd be horrific, though. You're so far away. You can't see anything.
At least I can have a piss.
Yeah.
What about you? You're on the biggest flogs list. You are.
Am I?
And there's some real flogs on there. And I don't think I think you're a bit stiff, Drapes.
Let's get it up.
Yeah.
Please, let's list
me to
them.
go through
And
the
I'll
list?
say flog or not flog.
Yeah.
Okay,
Chom,
you can
go.
say that. I've got Josh Rochelle.
Not a not a flog.
Dane Zorko.
I love him.
Mitch McGovern.
Love him.
Mason Cox.
I love him.
Sam Draper.
Flog.
Paddy Voss.
No, love him.
Bailey Smith.
Love him.
love him.
Big Mac Andrew.
Got a bit of shit in him. No, like him. I like them all. I think I like flogs. I'm a flog. It takes one to know one. Keep going.
Tom Lynch.
Fucking favourite.
Yeah, that pretty much
Green.
rounds out. Toby Green.
These are actually my favourite players.
This
This is a
blokes that have
badge of
bit
honour,
go about them.
Drapey. Were you offended by it?
Oh, God forbid someone shows a bit of personality.
Yeah, you are a
Fucking
flog
hell.
though, mate, to be fair. Some of I did go to the comments to see if anyone reaffirmed Drapes' being the flog that he is. And there was all love. Bradley McGill said, Sam Draper laughing face, nicest bloke around. And then another one was Travis Owen said, Sam Draper as a flog might be the worst take ever. Most likeable guy in the league by opposition and teammates. Maybe lay off the content for a while. You've lost the plot.
Yeah, that's good.
That was from Travis Owen, 1806.
That's great.
Yeah, so everyone went into bat for you. You are a
I'd
flog,
love to.
though.
I am a bit of a flog, yeah.
Someone should do a
see why.
media flogs list.
We reckon you're a
I
moron.
was a bit of a flog last year when I was making big calls in the podcast and diving on the ball.
I don't think
I had a bad
it
couple of weeks.
kick-started your career as a pod man. I know about that. Quickly, okay, because of some good shit on this rundown, that I'm now just that anxiety about the live show is just starting to dissipate a bit. But I just want to say, so that was the just on the to tidy up the Geelong debacle. So we got there and actually called quite good ball by ball. So it's a lesson to young players is it doesn't matter about the preparation sometimes. You might be having your sword out of your jeans on the way down about to piss yourself, but it doesn't mean you can't just gather yourself and have a good call. Okay, so don't be all sort of wedded to your preparation and needing to fucking eat a sandwich and scratch your ass and fucking listen to your favourite song and all that bullshit, okay? So you can still get it done. But, so I called reasonable ball by ball and then walking out. What? Shut up.
You haven't even got to your story. You just said how good you are.
No, I don't. And as I'm walking out, I'm walking out and in the stairwell with Nathan Buckley.
Yeah.
And Bucks and I, we get on pretty well. And we're both chatting about, geez, we're just feeling the grind a little bit. He's got a bit of adrenal fatigue too.
Yeah.
And thus he's actually headed over to Canada for a week to freshen up. He's gone to the Calgary Stampede, which is the biggest rodeo in the world anyway. So Bucks is like, nah, mate, you got a couple of kids and you just got to find ways to rejuvenate. And he was loving the fact that we're doing the cashy. And he loved the fact that I'm paying $2,500 to play in a cashy where I'm actually earning less than
the
that.
reverse cashy.
And he goes, mate, that's an investment. Anyway, so just as Bucks and I, it's about a 5 to 10 minute walk to our cars. And in the first 50 metres, a plumber came up. Goes, Butts, he loved the pod. I said, good on you, mate. Big American handshake. Tapped him on the bum. Right. And then Bucks and I are really into some good convo. Just about life and adrenal fatigue and going to Calgary and Tassie cashies. And
Incline bench.
Incline bench and pecs and pec development and everything. And we're right into it. And a few other plumbers, well, I thought a few other plumbers said, on your buttsy, good on your butts, love your butts. And I'm just sort of doing the royal wave to all of them. I'm chatting to Bucks going, yeah, mate, I do a bit of incline bench too. And I like to do a bit of flat bench and chatting away. Good on you, legend. And I was honestly like the king, okay? And I said to Bucks about 100 metres before the car, geez, mate, the pod's getting pretty big, I'm getting a lot of this love now, brother. And then he kind of laughed. And I'm like, what the fuck? That wasn't really funny. Like I told a couple of funny jokes, but that wasn't one of them. And then as I got in, I sort of replayed all the yelling and the comments back, and they were saying, g'day, Bucks, the whole way. Like I think maybe 1 to 2 out of 10 were plumbers, and I've acknowledged them all. They're going, on your Bucks, good on your Bucks. I'm going, good on your brother, Plumbers. And fuck, I felt like an idiot.
Bucks is probably sitting there in the conversation. What do you say plumbers for?
Yeah, and I was actually acknowledging them all. Yeah, hey, boys.
Oh, God.
But in saying that, so I was a little bit down, but then I went to the Cremorne pub in Geelong for a couple of frothies and a steak. And Georgie Stevens, Gorgeous George's mates from South Warrnambool were there, and they were proper plumbers to the point where, we have photos with the plumbers and they're buying me beers. And George Stevens, who's just made his debut, walked in to like a plumathon and got no attention. I had to say, g'day, George, well played today, son. And big Shag and Neil was there too. So then I did, and he's a genuine plumber.
Yeah, he nearly loves the plumbers.
Yes.
He loves his record collection as well. He's big vinyl man.
Yeah, he's just a beautiful man. He had such lovely manners.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He reckons every time he goes to Adelaide, he just buys about 20 vinyls because there's a record store in the hotel. It's the only time he buys them.
Good on him.
Bit of scratcher mail for you.
Yeah, scratch.
Whenever we stay there, people line up
At the Pullman.
all night.
Is it the
yeah,
Pullman?
underneath that.
Yeah,
Pullman,
yeah.
All night.
Good
they
little
line up.
record store in there.
Just play it
Okay.
on your phone, wouldn't you?
I would have
Not the
thought
same, is
so.
it?
I would have thought so.
not
Right, what do
quite.
you want to talk about? You. We had, and then the night continued because then we ended up at the Rising Sun
Yes,
for a
we
couple.
did.
What do you want to
And I'll
talk
tell you
about?
what, there was hot chicks. And you were like a hummingbird feeder to them, or maybe I was.
No, I wasn't.
Yes, you were. They just kept coming into our area, Drapesy. And it was fantastic. Anyway, we just, you're allowed to sort of say hello. Yes.
Actually, I had a bit of a debacle of my own.
You had a debacle. Well, come on. Voice it.
Thursday night. So I was up in bed at 11:30. I was just about to switch my phone off. This one's called the dynamic debacle.
The dynamic debacle. I see this on the rundown.
Yeah. So I was just about to switch my phone off at 11:30, and I got a text from the dynamic delivery driver, and it read, "Your delivery's at the front door." And this is the
dynamic is delicious. I live on it.
This is the photo I got. So that's my dynamic boxes at the front door of my property.
What's your dynamic order?
I like the chicken ones with the potatoes in it. I also like you can
they're
get
FODMAP friendly.
yeah,
they're
they
low
are.
fruity.
They're FODMAP friendly.
I eat those.
You can get the beef ones. You can get the
Low
beef with
fruity.
beans. I get the Swedish meatballs. Sounds
We
gross.
should get
Brilliant.
dynamic to sponsor the podcast.
Anyway, this was 11:30 when I got my text, and I was like, Jesus, I'm going to have to go down and get them. I'll get them delivered overnight. I didn't want anyone to steal it. I walked downstairs in my blue Calvin Klein jocks, all I had on. I opened the front door at 11:31, and I looked down, and my box is gone. Nowhere to be seen.
Who took your box?
Well, I walk out the front and I look to my left and there's a row of cars and this bloke in a hoodie, disheveled looking creature, just pops up from between the cars and just walks across the street and then turns right and walks back past me on the other side of the street. Yeah. So I was like, hang on a minute, walk down to the cars and my box of dynamics is on the ground in between two cars.
It had a chew.
And so I've picked up my dynamic box and I've walked back to the end of the street and he's legged it up the street towards the tram stop.
It would have been full of protein.
I've got my box and I was like pretty rolled up and I was, oi, you stole my fucking dynamics, you're a dog. And he turned around and gave me two big double birds and just kept running.
You know, I'm on the side of that man.
Mate, this bloke
he had a feed, he was feeling good.
This bloke has walked
Rob
past.
the rich to feed the poor.
Robin Hood. You call him Robin Hood. He's not Robin
Fucking
Hood.
Robin Hood he was.
All this bloke's done is walked
Fucking
past.
rich football. You can afford another dynamic, you prick.
Mate, it's $150 worth of dynamics. He's walked past.
Flog, put him on the
when
list.
they've been getting delivered and he's going, I'll take them. And he's just so happened I've walked down the right time.
Times are tough.
Not good. They're not
Good
that
on
tough.
that, man.
Nah, it's bullshit. So I put a security camera in. So anyone who wants to come past, you're on
He'll
CCTV.
survive on that for a week. It's a good dynamic.
Probably 3, I think.
Footy-friendly chicken.
I got something for you, Butsy.
Yes, is it about Kane McAuliffe's dad?
Yeah, I was going to ask you if you remembered his name, the young tiger we had on last
I'll
week.
never forget
Who were
it.
the other two you had on?
Grazer.
What's his name?
Campbell Gray and Thompson Dow.
Okay,
See,
good.
the
You had one more,
Blueberries.
but you had one more.
No, it was
There
three.
there was 4, wasn't there?
That was three.
You said there was 4. There
Ladies
was
and
4.
gentlemen, thank you to Thompson, Campbell, and Kane McAuliffe.
And
And there was one more that had an injury.
No,
it
only
was only
3.
three.
Was it not 4? I reckon there's 4.
Three.
We'll fact
4
check
is
that.
too much.
We'll fact check
You'd
that.
have to write down 4. You'd be going well to remember 4. Not even Matty Hill could do that.
well, yeah, I was, my old man was listening to the podcast as he does every week. And Kane McAuliffe reminded him of something, or reminded my mum of something, actually. Dad doesn't remember it. So after the Richmond game this year, I got my parents into the Essendonians function. And when Dad goes in, he likes to really make the most of it. And this time, he really made the most of it.
Yes.
And they were leaving in the lifts to try. Mum was trying to get him out safely. And he's pretty much collapsed in the lift, like
What a
fallen
legend.
over.
Oh, God.
And then Kane McAuliffe's dad is actually in there and had to help him up and get him out the lift. But they were going all the way down from, I don't know, the top all the way down. So then Mum was like, just wait a minute. Just let him sit on the floor until the elevator door opens because he couldn't actually stand.
Jesus, he must have had a real go.
He had a real
Good
go.
on him.
Tucked in the red wines. And then, Kane McAuliffe's lovely dad helped him up and called him out of the fucking elevator.
Who's from Port Augusta?
That's right.
And what did your dad call it?
No.
No, okay. Oh, shit. Okay. Good on Kane McAuliffe's dad. I told you, he's a beautiful boy.
Yeah.
And he's going to be back soon.
He spoke well.
Just got a
yeah.
little quad.
His Terry McAuliffe, you were talking about him last week as
Terry
well?
McAuliffe is a great race caller in Adelaide. He must be his uncle.
I don't know if they're related, but Dad also said he played soccer with him at West Beach back in the day.
Fair income.
Yeah, it's a fair little link up there.
He's a good man, Terry McAuliffe. That is what caused my little brain fart, is because I was going to call him Terry. And I'm like, this guy's not called Terry. He's like 20. There's no 20-year-old Terry. No, I was going,
Terry McAuliffe.
I'm going frontal. Something's going to connect here. Needed a blueberry. Oh, Jesus Christ. Quickly here, the other good story while I'm feeling a bit of power in the brain is that lad with the prosthetic foot that kicked 5.
Haven't seen it.
That is a good story.
got
We
it
did him
up
as
here.
player of the day the other day. His name is
Jacob Meebus.
Jacob Meebus from Penshurst. So it's a really inspiring story, and I'm thinking I might actually go and do a proper Channel 10 story on him. He was in a farm accident when he was 7, lost his leg from like the knee down.
Oh, yeah.
And there was a quote from his dad saying the first thing he thought, he was holding his boy going, fuck, he's just going to miss out on so much, this lad. And he's a big hulking kid. But in the end, he's almost like Paralympic as a runner, like that standard. Wow. And he's gone and banged 5 in senior footy on the
incredible.
weekend.
Yeah.
That's
like
a bit
on a like metal foot and a wooden leg. Apparently the legs sometimes break and he has to like call them to get a new leg.
That's a better prosthetic leg story than yours, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It is.
Slightly
It's
less
good on
grim.
him. And he's
But mate, I want to get the lad on.
Yeah, well, I think we should. He's dobbing him from 50. Like,
He's got
it's
a beautiful
impressive.
hoof on him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's
get a hold
he's
of
a big
him.
boy.
Yeah, and he presents and tackles, and you know what? He makes me feel like a bit of a soft cock for, waiting 10 years to play again. Me sort of whinging that I'm fucking sore and this and that and no cartilage here.
Well,
and
I
no
did just
cartilage
see
there.
AC joint, which you don't have. So
I've also got no AC joint, but this
That's-
guy's got no fucking leg and he's kick 5.
Yeah.
Selling candy and holding the ball tackles.
Love that story.
Good on you, Jacob.
It made me feel really good. Simon Madden, please. Because I have history with Simon. I've told you this, that I accidentally. No, well, I threw one accidentally. It was a bit of a lynchy. Simon will tell you about this when we get him on. We were fighting off the ball. And this is where I feel for Lynchy a bit. King hit is the wrong word. He accused me of king hitting. I didn't. He was coaching St Bernard's. We were having a scrap, a decent old scrap. And I went to just put an end to it once and for all and run off and gave him the straight hander. But I straight handed his chin. And he fell at my boots. And I just ran off. The crowd went nuts, and Simon gave me a slit throat. So we've got history.
Yeah.
Big
Yes.
Simon the Pime. You're
So he
your
doesn't
ruck
like you.
mentor.
Yes.
No, we're okay now.
Okay.
We're okay. We're good.
No,
We had a beer that night.
We had a past players day at the club, and a few of the old boys were in there, all ages as well. Shawnee McKernan was there too.
Oh, Big
yeah.
Horse.
Big Horse
a big
was
horse.
there.
I saw Horse
Where?
at the cafe downstairs.
Oh, you did say that, yeah.
Yeah, and because there's 5 bombers that are now firemen. And I'm going to do a
right.
story on that.
Oh, good.
Pears,
Yeah. Ben McNeese.
Monfries, Horse,
Ben McNeese.
McNeese, and Pig Hibbard.
Ah,
That's a good story.
that is a good story.
They're keeping us safe.
Yeah.
Big Horse.
Big Horse.
He wouldn't need a hose. He'd
No.
just use his cock.
Yes.
I've got it, people. Unravel me. Sorry, Link. I'm sorry,
He'd
Link.
love to come on the show.
Link thought he was doing like he's dreamt about this sort of stuff in high school, and he gets that. I'm sorry.
Get a big horse on.
Oh,
He
God.
could show us his hose.
He could.
That's so
anyway,
good.
I'm sorry about that.
Simon Madden, just good to chat with him. Immediately within the first probably 10 seconds of talking, he's practicing ruckcraft on me.
Fuck yeah.
Shoulder in the chest. Got to hold him out, that kind of thing. Talking about how much he does on the dumbbell rows.
Still, he's a big rower.
He's a big rower. And I was on the bike before that, and I saw him talking to Nick Bryan, and he did the exact same thing to him as well. He just lives and breathes the ruckcraft.
Loves his ruckcraft.
Yeah. He'll be upset if you go. I'm not saying you are, but I mean, you're going to have to tell Simon if you do.
Okay.
Okay, because he loves you.
Yeah, I love
Okay,
him.
and he's not the only one. Fletch as well.
Yeah.
I get messages from these people. I can tell you, mate, Bombers. We love him.
Okay.
All right. So I'm just working for the people.
Okay.
Okay. Just
Good.
telling you. It's not just me you have to tell.
Yep.
It's Fletch and Simon as well. Mm-hmm. Okay.
And fish. Tell you what, should we?
Not Xander. He'd be
Tell
sniffing
Xander.
around
I saw
for
him
the story.
today.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you saw Xander.
Oh no, I was I had a bit of a message back and forth with
Oh,
Xander.
hello.
Yeah, he
Wants to come on.
He wants to come on the pod. Yeah, he loves the pod. Yeah, when you put out the photo of Xander and yourself at the footy, I just replied back to it and said, "How good's this? When are you coming on?" And he said he thinks he needs to still qualify, and then said, "But no, I'm happy to jump on." And I liked the message. And about half an hour later, he said, "How's Georgie Wardlaw, by the way? Any scoop for me?"
That's quite funny.
It's great.
That's good.
I mean, he's a balls out kind of operator.
I love it. No, I respect it. So kudos to Xander.
The Rat has put it out there that he wants Xander for a behind the wall Patreon.
yes.
The Rat
Get him
thinks
on.
that highly of Xander that he wants him behind the wall.
Xander's a good operator.
I like
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
But it's one where I think we're we're all involved. So I've just burped
Yeah.
my Guinness.
I've known Xander for quite a while before he
Do
got
you have a
his media
Xander
gig.
story?
Yeah, I had a good chat with him today. We had a big event at the club. We got the challenge round next week for the challenge counselor round, and today we were all drawing on boots that we're going to auction off in the game with the kids. So it was good.
Was that an exclusive for Xander?
No,
Why don't I know
all
about
of
that?
the news
Guelph
outlets
spoke.
Yeah, all the news outlets were out there. 7,
10.
9, Fox, I think. As so
I was with Wrexham.
Herald Sun. It's
I
been
was with
happening.
Wrexham Soccer.
Oh, yeah?
The Wrexham boys.
Okay.
Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds.
Apparently
Yeah,
they hate soccer,
Exclusive.
that's
Playing the
why.
victory. And Ryan, like I was there, and there's some British paparazzi, and I'm just sitting there having a coffee. Once again, hadn't even had my blueberries yet, and they were going, Ryan, are you confident about beating the victory? I said, what the fuck are you talking about, man? I'm a ball-by-ball caller. Nick. And then it happened again, and I said, oh, fuck, I look so much like Ryan Reynolds. They thought I'm the owner.
I thought it was in the Deadpool character again.
Fuck up, Jay-Z. Save your good shit for the live show.
Yes.
I said, I'm terribly sorry. My name's Nick. And they said, oh, we thought you were Ryan Reynolds. You look so much like him.
You look like a
And
scrotum.
You are the. We thought you were the owner of Wrexham. And I said,
Easily
sorry to
mistaken.
disappoint you. Very easily mistaken. Moff, okay. Moff must be feeling really good. Okay. I mean, are we playing all our messages from Moff, or are we narrowing them down, or?
We've got one from the Moff.
Well, why don't we play the ones? Well, I got one from Moff, and he was right up and about.
Really?
Yeah. So much so that he's just. Well, let's play it. We'll do mine first because he was so up and about.
ready?
I think he might have been pissed.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, little girl, is your daddy home? It's Moff here, and I'm having lots of boom, boom. I got a bad desire.
Is that more?
Sounds like him.
Moff's on fire.
He's right up and about. He's
Baby,
found
is
his
it good for you?
zone.
But that's okay, too. I got a bad desire. Moff's on fire.
Maybe we sing this at the live show too.
Moff's on fire.
There's a bit more.
Stings a bit when I pee.
Anyway,
where is Moffy right now?
You
Do
can
you
get
know?
pills for that. You can get pills
Where
for
do you
that.
send that voice
That
message
was
from?
Dubrovnik, I think, or
I
somewhere.
think he's in Dubrovnik. Yeah.
Right.
What about your
what
one,
else have you
Benny?
got, Benny?
Did you get one as well, Benny? He sent one to you this week.
This one's got a few less cuts in it.
Okay.
Yes, what is going on? It's Moffitt back after probably the biggest week of my life, to be honest.
That was a movie.
Just wrapped up South Croatia.
10 beers.
Wow, it was.
Then we went to bed
It was
12
everything we were
a.m.
expecting and probably 10 times more.
Shut up, Moff.
It was massive. There was 35 of us on the
Shit
boat.
was a
and
movie.
Literally everyone was there for the same reason, to party, to session.
Man, you should have been there.
Yeah, it was extraordinary, from everyone on there to even
The atmosphere was
tour
electric.
reps, like, everyone was staying up till sunrise, multiple
Staying up till
sunrises,
sunrise.
multiple nights.
We saw the
Our
sun
bar
come up,
tabs were
and then we boom boom.
enormous,
It
all
was
over
mad.
€600 in my group, and there was a couple of blokes on there that were about €1.2, so 1.2k euro, which is like $2,000. So, as you can imagine,
He's lost the plot.
Those not familiar with South Croatia, there's a bell, and every time you ring the bell, it
Ring your
shots
fucking
everyone
bell.
on the boat. And we were averaging about 7
Ring
or
his
8
bell.
bell rings a day. And when you ring the bell, it's about €150 a pop. So it was enormous.
we get a finance course
But
in fucking
now
economics.
that's all done, and obviously there was a lot of boom boom going
Oh,
on.
thank gosh.
Some blokes on the boat. The stories there are pretty endless, but no, it was a great week. Now in sunny Couture, probably one of my favourite spots so far. It's a beautiful little old town in Montenegro on a lake that's in between two massive mountains. So we're just resting up here, eating some beautiful food, drink some beautiful wine before
Boring.
we catch up with 5 more of my reptile mates that land in Majorca, especially Magaluf, if anyone's familiar with Magaluf.
Oh,
Look
they
it
seem
up.
to
Like
chat
Shagaloof.
It's like Cavill Avenue, but in Spain. So, yeah, just keeping the head
Cocktails and
low
dreams.
now and resting up before we tackle a big 6 weeks, to be honest. But it's good to hear from you all. The show's sounding great. Benny and Link is smashing it. you boys are doing your thing. I know the live show's coming up, and everyone's pretty excited for that.
Wrap it up, Moff. Come on.
Wish you all the best. I'll tune in. Well, I'll voice
Fuck
message
me,
in again
butts.
soon, but yeah, we might have to get on the line next time because I miss your beautiful voices. Anyway, thanks, boys. Have a good show.
On you, Moff.
Was that
we need him back, I think. I think I'm concerned.
He's gone loony.
He's lost it.
We lost him in there, the averages and ringing the bell.
Talking
What
about
happened there?
I just want to hear about him ringing his bell.
Why do you ring the bell in South Croatia?
I don't know.
€1 equals $1.60 Australian.
Anyway, we do miss him, but Jesus, Moff.
And he rang it 12 times and it cost €2,000.
Come on.
Come on, Moff.
What's wrong
Don't
with
you
you?
go and do that, Benny.
fire.
Oh, Moff's on fire.
Stings when a pee.
Right. Let's move on. Butts and mic's gone overboard. All right, shall we move on?
Yes, give it heaps moment of the week. Thank you. When you give life your all, you need a ute that gives even more than you. BT-50 delivers power, durability, and grit to help you get the most out of every day. What do you got for us, Chom?
Yeah, I've got a good one this week, and we're going.
You're due because you've been shit house.
I think I've had the most clips of this, but
I don't think so.
We've gone into Will Dawson territory in football. My give it heaps moment for the week is the job he did on Sam Darcy, and his
Big Fist Dawson.
big fist, mate. He had about 20 spoils in his fifth game. Big task to be put on one of the best, well, if not the best and hardest full to stop in the league, and I thought he did really well. He kept Darcy to only 2 goals, I think, and they come late in the second half, and the Dogs got a bit of a run on, but Big Willie Dawson was fisting everything. Darcy didn't take a mark, and he did really well. So my give it heaps moment for the week is Will Dawson's job on Darcy.
And my give it heaps moment of the week is just having a look at the VFL fixture here to see where you're playing on Sunday because he's going nowhere.
No,
Big Fist Dawson.
I see what Chom's doing. He's really trying to pump him up so he doesn't have to play on anyone. Doesn't play on Darcy.
yes,
just
that
play
is
on the
right.
old third tall or small
Play
player.
on for Chom Fist's fresh air.
Yeah, I clunk him.
Yeah. Ooh.
He's come across clunky.
Yes.
Anyone can do that.
Yeah. Big
Anyone-
Van Royen
any-
might sit on your head.
Anyone could take
Big
an
Van
intercept
Roo.
mark.
Huh?
Anyone could take an intercept
Yeah,
mark.
like me against Glenelg.
Yeah, in the fucking Div
In the
2s.
wet.
In the Div 2
No, that
fucking
was in
seconds.
the Sandful, mate.
Yeah, you play 2. So
half those
what do
blokes
you
are
got?
playing league footy these days against you shitfish with all these extra clubs. Fucking hell. Men were men back then.
Oh, weren't they ever?
Oh, fucking hell. Used to be
Nothing
able to
like a
hit
bit-
each other.
nothing bit like a bit
fucking
of toxic
bump each
masculinity.
other. You fucking
Nothing like a bit of
soft
toxic
cocks.
masculinity.
Oh,
Yeah, brilliant.
fucking
Yeah, mate. You won't
powder
get a, you
puff
won't get
penis.
you won't get a kick for the Tasmanian
Fucking
twos.
I'd fucking shit all over half
You could
of
have
them.
40 more jabs, you won't get near it, mate.
No, I won't. That is true. I will not get a kick in the Tasmanian twos.
Yeah.
I'm gone. But
Yeah, bit like the
I'm
old
getting
times.
out there. Man in the arena.
bit like the
mate.
old
Theodore
times.
Roosevelt, Betty.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
right.
that's quite
Hey,
hypocritical.
Did you guys share a punnet of blueberries before the show? Because this is a fucking pissing contest.
I had a couple.
Very good.
I'm going to have a few. Benny, could you get some blueberries tomorrow for the green room?
That was quite good. That was quite
That's
smart.
pretty
I'll
good.
load that.
God.
Jackie Epstein wants to come to the live show. Do we need to sort of... Like,
How do you know that?
Huh? I got a text about it. I said, nah, I gave her a different date. Because I'm not sure we'd want Jackie Epstein at the live show.
She listens to this pod, so she's going to hear it.
Did she listen?
Let's hope she has a week off. Anyway, that was a very good give it heaps, Chom.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah, right. So should we get to
Do
the
you reckon,
plumbers?
do you reckon Mazda will like a little spat in there as well? They'll love that, I reckon.
They will.
Yeah.
They'll
What
like it.
was your moment?
You know, like Ted's been giving it heaps because he's loving me at the moment. Like it's in that beautiful phase which you'll understand when you're fathers. I am the kid's hero, okay? And he's a sponge, and he's
Stick mag.
no, yeah. He's watching his dad's highlights, and he's only seen the good stuff, and he thinks I'm the man at the moment. And if I say words, they're just sort of creeping into his vernacular a little bit. So we had a bit of an incident at the kindergarten that my wife got an email and she wasn't happy about it, that they were having morning tea, and they were just sitting down for their morning tea, or the 4-year-olds, before they get to go out and play. And Ted put his hand up and said, I need to do a shit. And we just got an email about vocab around the house, and that little 4-year-olds, will be a sponge, and apparently I have to give it heaps in just tempering his language. So we have to have a little chat to him to say, you can't say I need to do a shit. You need to say, excuse me, I need to do a poo. because he gave that heaps, and then apparently all the other 4-year-olds are running around saying they need to do a shit. It's my fault.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give it heaps in just saying we can't use that word.
Ted's been giving it a lot, eh?
Yeah. Anyway, so that one's mine.
Well done. That was a good one. But
Thank
good
you,
on
mate. Thanks.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Should we get to the plumbers?
Let's get to the
Let's
plumbers.
get to the plumbers.
Oh, there's a
Righto,
lot.
so 200 plus membership shout-outs. We must have plenty now.
Jeez, we're really
Benny, and
cooking.
they get some good bang for buck. A lot of
Lots of
behind the
content.
scenes.
Yep. As we said before, there's exclusive pods like the one we're planning to do
Xander.
with Xander.
Yeah.
Partners Pod was obviously there, which
Partners
was a big
Pod.
success. So there's plenty there.
Okay.
There's some stuff from the live show behind the scenes of the live show
yeah.
we're going to do tomorrow.
Ooh, yeah.
So-
You'll be in the Blueberry room.
All right, should we start with our shout outs?
Yeah.
Let's roll through them. Alex Jolly,
Kevin Bartlett, Brady Bartlett,
Brett H.
Mitchell Levison, Billy Gowers,
Beth Dongley,
Adam Wilds.
Damon Freitag.
He went to my school.
Did he?
yeah, Nick Carlin,
Martin Saniga.
Sangria,
Willie Carl,
Riley Williams.
Ben Hamilton.
Mosh. Get Mosh. I wouldn't mind some Mosh.
You need
It's
Mosh,
good for the
mate.
stiffies and the yogi.
You need Mosh.
Hey,
Connor-
my hairdresser said my yogi's good. He goes, mate, you've got all your feathers.
That's good.
It's all right.
Good on you.
43.
Your Yogi Bear. Connor Harvey,
Lockie.
Joel Bradley.
Big Ox 21.
That's Mason Cox.
That's the
is
big.
it, the
That's
Big
the Big
Ox?
Ox. That's Lucky Rowland.
Oh, Lukey Rowland. He'll be at the live show. He's a true plumber.
He's a good
Lukey.
plumber.
Kane.
McAuliffe,
Or Corns.
Corn.
Kevin Coloff. Austin
Jim
Bowers.
Jones.
Jim,
Brayshaw.
Drapes. You got this. good
Ross. Katsambanis.
Well done. You've got
done.
good newsreaders. Madison Golledge.
A few chicks here.
one. Jack Sandy, Zebras.
Billy Phelan.
Jeremy Brewer.
Deaglin Whelan,
Dylan Ed.
Ryan Perry.
Spanner,
Ned Curtis.
Mac Henderson.
Another chick. Jesse Valla. Could be a bloke.
No.
Sorry, it's a bloke.
No, it's a chick.
It's a chick.
Jack Moore,
No.
Dave Norster.
Will,
Sparks. Gas cooker salesman, a.k.a. Pimp.
Tuk Miller Express,
Alex Lamana.
Great shop. Stephen
Yeah, good shop.
Nancaro.
Good fruit. I get my blueberries at Alex Lamana's shop.
You can do this one, Butsy, because Daniel Finnegan is the son of Mark Finnegan, who is a recruiter in the AFL. So if you want to get your name out there,
Where does he recruit?
He's currently at Hawthorn.
It's about 23 years too late for me, but Ted's coming through in about 14 years. So Daniel Mark Finnegan.
And I've got one to shout out. Porker Tyson Portali, big plumber. I met him on the weekend.
There you go. So thanks for your support. 200 Plumbers Foundation memberships have sold out. That's bloody disappointing. But you can still be a Plumbers member, and this is what you get. You get exclusive video podcast content each month, Plumber shout-outs. You get 20% off all merch, behind-the-scenes content, and early ticket access to our live events like the one we've got later on today, which I'm shitting myself for.
All $15 a month. Very good. Well done, plumbers. Should we get on to the Nugget?
Yeah, nugget me, mate.
All right. So to start off the Nugget, we've got our dinner that we went to at Rocco's Bologna. The video for that's dropping later this week. But so
Who's paying for it? Because Ratface said we had to pay it. Our steaks are expensive, but we're big men. Okay, we're growing
we
boys.
just wanted to showcase the great food that Rocco's
Ratface
had.
expected us to have a toasted cheese sandwich at the fancy Italian restaurant. Anyway,
They're not that expensive.
good on you, Ratface.
They're fair.
It was
they're fair
delicious
price.
cuisine.
It's great food. It
yes.
really is.
Maybe the second glass of highly expensive Italian Pinot was a bit excessive, but I mean, fucking when in Rome, okay? When in Rome, do what Moff does.
Boom, boom. Anyway, so the Nugget this week, I've chosen a song and it got released on Friday. It's an Oasis song as well, so it's a unplugged version of their track Acquiesce, which was released on What's the Story, Morning Glory. One of my favourite songs, great banger, really has a big loud guitar sound to it, but this is an unplugged version, so it's an acoustic variant of the song. It was recorded back in 96, but they've just released it as a part of their 30th anniversary of this album. Yeah, it just gives a nice new meaning to the track, and it's nice and fresh considering they're touring at the moment. So this week's Nugget is Acquiesce Unplugged by Oasis. You can grab that on Spotify, Apple Music, and wherever you get your music.
Do I have another go at that last bit? Kermit the Frog. Could Kermit the Frog have another go at that last bit?
Oh, that was good.
Take a deep breath, please.
Where we get the rules.
That's fucking good, Tracy. Have another go. Go on.
To be fair, I put the voice on, but it just sounded a bit.
Oh, it was fucking atrocious. Never do that again. Oh, Jesus. I think, but I'm actually going to listen to that Nugget.
It's
and
good.
on our 200 plus footy trip, which we're either going to Noosa or Lawn, I still think Noosa. Fuck him. I mean, we want to go. We want to do the full thing where we get stubby holders made. For the footy trip. Singlets. Yeah. So all the chicks see us and they're really going to be attracted to the blokes going Plummers.
Absolutely
We'll go to
repelled.
the surf club and
Gilligan's?
drink piss.
Yeah.
And
Oh, yeah,
we'll
Gilligan's.
hunt,
Cans, that's-
and then we'll
that is
go
good.
home and we'll listen to
Koala Bar
Oasis.
in Noosa.
Koala
We
Bar.
could just
See,
wear these tops.
You can just get a Jetstar and fly in and fly out.
We're
please.
wearing these.
We're
wearing
wearing
our
these.
uniform.
Well, I think we're going to Noosa. Okay. If
Can we stay in your dad's
we're opening
mansion?
the palace. Yeah.
Can we actually?
Yeah. I think
Daddy
we can.
Butts.
As well.
He's got two. Which one?
No, he
Which
doesn't.
one?
He doesn't. That's
the third
rubbish.
one, isn't
That's
it?
rubbish.
Three. He's
It's
got
quite
three
a
on
humble
board.
little
penthouse
apartment.
or the one out
Shut up,
in the
I
I think it's the
country.
one that opens up onto the main
You'll
beach.
be on the floor.
Yeah.
You'll be
One in the hinterland?
Head to
Yeah.
toe.
Yeah, there is one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You and Benny will be. Me and Drapes are big, and we have bad bodies, so we get our own beds. Okay,
Oh,
right.
we
Hang
singing
on, I'm going to
out?
sing us out. I've got a bit of Michael Bolton.
What are we doing?
This
Moff?
reminds
Can we
me
do-
of you and me when we
why do
fight.
you pick shit songs every week? Can we sing "I'm on Fire" by Bruce Springsteen?
How can we be lovers
Fucking
if we
shit.
can be friends?
Shit track.
How can we win over when the fight never ends?
He hijacks it
How
every
can
week. He's
we
like,
make love
"Nah,
if
we're
we
just singing
can
this."
make amends? How can we be lovers if we can't be friends? Tune, track.
Yeah, really sick. Thank fuck you didn't pick the song for our live show sing out.
I might sing this.
You got to sing Mr. Big, don't you?
Mr. Big, yeah.
Oh, mate, you'll have the crowd dead. They'll want their money back. Oh, we're not listening to... We're done. All right. Well done, Plummers.
Whoa, whoa, it's an occasion. Whoa, whoa.
We've just lost all our sponsors.
How can we be lovers if we can be
Remember,
friends?
follow 200 Plus on
How
iHeart,
can we
Spotify, subscribe on
help
Apple,
when
wherever you get
the
your
fight
podcasts.
is
Yes, well done,
never
Plummers. And
ending,
3, 2, 1,
baby?
link,
How can
cut.
we